Okay, hello everyone. My name is Peter. I work at the Global Retreat Centre and do a variety of tasks, and one of the jobs I do is make this lentil paste or pate. It's normally served at breakfast on toast. I'm going to make a large amount, 7 cupfuls, which is enough for about 100 servings. Once it's made, it lasts in the fridge for probably about 5 days maximum. If you want the recipe, you can download it from this link. Right, ingredients first. Lentils, we've got red lentils. I forget what the proper name is, but that's what we've got. Red lentils. I'm making 8 cupfuls, so if you want to make a small amount, then you do your own mathematics, yeah? So this is 8 cups of lentils. If you're not used to using lentils, you do have to wash them thoroughly. I do it in about 7 loads of water. I keep flushing them right out. Right, rest of the ingredients. We've got mixed herbs here. We've got asafoetida, that's optional, not everybody likes that. We've got basil, oregano, and my favourite, cayenne pepper. Salt, this is highly mineralised salt. This is from the North Atlantic, and it's sun-dried and it's very good. It's got 98 minerals in it, so you don't want to be cooking it too much because that actually destroys it, like the salt you buy in the supermarket. Not many people know that. This is paprika, this is ordinary pepper, and then just hold on there. Okay, I nearly forgot these. Here we've got special ingredient, yeast extract, tomato paste, and wheat-free, gluten-free soya sauce. You've got all these special diet people these days, so you've got to take these things into consideration. Okay, that's about it. So what we've got to do is this. We've got to cook the lentil paste, the lentils, sorry. We've got to boil them for about 15 minutes until they're soft. Most important thing is not to add too much water. If you add too much water, the whole thing becomes a soup and there's no going back. So rather use less and add water as you go along. As I say, you can't cook the water off. It's once you've put too much in and it becomes a soup, then that's the end of your lentil paste. So while that's cooking, we can add yeast extract. So I'm putting 2 very large tablespoons of yeast extract. This is a bit of a very nice ingredient. Yeast extract gives it that little bit of salty bite to it. So do that. Now, next one. This is soya sauce that's going in. We'll do it by opening the top. So, in with the soya sauce, loads of it, whack it in there. Give it a stir. Like that. And then tomato paste. Okay, 1, say 2, let's say 3 tablespoons of that. It's essential tomato paste. I know some people don't eat tomatoes, but it has that acidity and it's very necessary. It gives it that bite and it kicks off all the other ingredients. This is what someone told me who knows about cooking. I'm an amateur, by the way. I just knock out this lentil paste in my spare time when I'm not washing up or pulling up the weeds in the garden. But I do like making this because people like it, and it's very satisfactory. So give this 10 minutes. You know when they're cooking, because they change colour, they go from an orange to a yellow, and then we just cook this. Right. We can add a few other ingredients. We've got paprika, very nice. A couple of these little, like a large teaspoon, not too much. You can whack that in. Give it a stir. And then we have what's called hing or asafoetida. Not everybody likes this because it does not pen and ink. I mean stink. It's very funny smell. So, but it does help bring out the flavours of the other first things you put in. So I've put a tiny bit in, almost you could say like a pinch. We stir all that in. Right, what's next? Pepper. Ordinary pepper. Just we'll have 1 tablespoon of that. Whack it in there. Right. Turn this down a bit. Simmer. Give it a stir. Now this is you could say optional. It's cayenne pepper, and it's very hot. But I think it's an essential ingredient because it just gives it that little bit of liveliness. And I'm putting in a small teaspoonful. I'm not going to be very careful with that because some people, you know, they don't like that at all. Okay, so stir it in, and so here we go. All we've got left is the salt and the herbs. And I don't like to put them in too early because the salt will destroy the minerals and the herbs kind of get a bit lost in it. So, right, next we've got the herbs. So we've got mixed herb. We're putting in, let's say, 1 big tablespoon. Oregano. We have 1 big tablespoon of oregano, and basil is, you can say, 2 tablespoons. Everybody's favourite. Everybody likes basil. 2. Mix it all in. Okay, so we really want to, altogether we want, say, perhaps 20 minutes cooking at a simmer, but a fast simmer, not to, you don't want it boiling, but you want it fairly hot. Keep it away from the edge, pull it away. Get a nice spatula here with a straight edge, so you can, nice wide and straight edge, so you can pull it away. Makes it easier for you. Like that. So you really got to keep this moving though, because it will burn even on just a low simmer, because there's no oil in it. the subject of oil, we do use oil, but that's when it's cold. We add olive oil at the end. I'll show you that in just a minute. So, as I say, the lentils change colour, but then you have to keep your eye on it because they go a little bit of a white colour, but as you've added the tomato, you can't really go by the colour. You've just got to keep moving it and you'll find the texture it just feels more softer and it kind of runs into itself, and then you know it's ready. So when you cook these things, especially this kind of thing where it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of patience with stirring it, it's a nice thing to make sure you've got enough time, you're not under pressure, so you can do it peacefully and calmly and just enjoy an easy action, you know? No rush, no hurry, and that way that piece goes into the food actually, the vibrations, and what we eat affects our mind. So I wouldn't personally eat anything cooked by somebody angry, who cooks angrily or aggressively. I just wouldn't go there because I know that's going to have an instant impact on the mind. So it's good to do it in good time, very peaceful. Right, the next stage, when you've got this consistency, it's like, it's not wet, but it's very moving very nicely. Is to blend it, and if you've got a stick blender, that is ideal. So here we've got kind of industrial types which are very good. 1 minute. Now this is a good bit of kit. This is probably cost you £200 one like this. But you don't need one of these. You can use a domestic one. This is just very powerful and does the job just right. So here we go. Now, it's about now you realise that you've forgotten to put something in. And I forgot salt. So, in with the salt. I will state the obvious. Don't put too much in, you can always add stuff afterwards. Too much and you've had it. So I'm putting in kind of 1.5 teaspoonfuls. What you've got here is quite a smooth look, smooth texture, quite dry, but it's soft. Now what you do now is leave it to cool down, and you can leave it overnight, or if you're in a hurry you can put it in, and you've got a large sink, put it in the sink and put cold water on it, and you can do it in probably hour's time. Next thing is to get the consistency right. You may need to add a little bit of water and then olive oil. Now the olive oil is the all-important ingredient as far as I'm concerned, and I use quite a lot. Don't ask me how much, just whack it on loads. My dish here is still hot so I can't show you. You just put it in and then with a fork stir the olive oil in, and what you're looking for is a texture almost like butter. It's not quite as smooth, but that is what you're aiming for, that kind of texture. And you should get quite near it. And maybe you might need a touch more salt as well. So just try it out for yourself, and that's it. And then you need to jar it up and keep it in the fridge. It should last, I think, about 5 days maximum. And enjoy. Okay.